everybody, welcome back to an episode of the 3 Count. I'm the greatest second place champion and the face of the 3 Count Mafia. War Machine MJ with a late edition of Smackdown and 205 Live. Yes, this is from the last Smackdown Live. Well, I'm sorry, the last Smackdown in 205 Live before Crown Jewel. I was going to make this week's Smackdown at 205 Live into a super episode, but yeah, this week's Smackdown was purely super on its own, so yeah, so let's go ahead and get started with Smackdown from the 25th of October. We kicked off the show with Ms. TV with Team Flair and Team Hogan. Yeah, I had the TV muted for this one, but it wound up being a six-man tag team later on as Team Hogan that was on SmackDown, which was Roman Reigns, the newly christened Shorty G, and Ali taking on Shinsuke Nakamura, King Corbin, and their temporary partner Cesaro. That'd be later on in the show. Next, we had Rude and Ziggler taking on The New Day. Of course, Rude and Ziggler got the win. Yeah, they got the win by catching Kofi Kingston off guard with a roll-up, getting that big momentum before that, that gauntlet match for Crown Jewel. Afterwards, the SmackDown Tag Team Champions, the Revival, came out to put the boots to the New Day, and Heavy Machinery made the save. Then we had wait, did that really happen on this? Okay, yeah, that did happen last week. Yeah, I should also mention that the whole thing took place on FS1. Because I think they were doing something on Fox. I think this was in the dead heat of the World Series. Anyway, we also had a new Firefly Funhouse, as Bray Wyatt basically said everything's all better except for Ramblin' Rabbit died again. That's the running joke. He always dies. And it was basically just a mangled up rabbit puppet. Bray hugged it, it came back to life, and then the freaking buzzard ate the rabbit again. Hooray. Anyway, next we had Lacey Evans taking on doesn't even say her name, but a local competitor. Before the match began, Lacey Evans got on the mic, basically said she's not going to waste her time with this girl, just going to give her the chance to go away, just leave the ring. And before the girl even got a chance to do anything, Lacey Evans floored her with a woman's right, 1, 2, 3. Next, we had Kalisto of the Lucha House Party taking on Drew Gulak, who seemingly tried to, make his PowerPoint presentation a thing again. He was basically, trying to run this seminar of how Braun Strowman could beat Tyson Fury, trying to help the big man. Kalisto got some surprise offense in, and it was a back and forth between them. However, right as Gulak was in the midst of victory, Braun Strowman came out there distracting the Philadelphia Stretcher as Kalisto got a surprise roll up for the win. Oh, I'm sorry, he hit Selena Del Sol for the win. After that, the Monster Among Men just destroyed Gulak, and then Strowman got on the mic and basically said, Tyson Fury, catch hands. Next we had Daniel Bryan, who was getting interviewed by Michael Cole in the ring, basically asking, "Is the Yes Movement back?" Before he could say anything, Sami Zayn and Shinsuke Nakamura basically offered Daniel Bryan a intriguing offer. Basically, join up with them because they're all like-minded individuals. Sami Zayn likes recycling. Shinsuke likes saving the ocean so he can serve. And without Daniel Bryan shaking anybody's hand or saying yes or no, he just walked out of the ring with a difficult decision that he has to wrestle with, which is good. They milked it. They milked this segment, and it needed to be milked. Next up, we had Nikki Cross taking on Mandy Rose. Yeah, nothing major in this. Nikki Cross got the win with a swinging neck breaker, and yeah. Then in the main event, we had the Smackdown version of Team Hogan versus Team Flair, plus Cesaro. As no surprises, the faces stood tall. So yeah, oh, there was also a there's also a segment with Brock and Mysterio and Cain Velasquez that WWE doesn't have mentioned on their notes, where Ray came out there with Big Bad Kane in tow. Basically, thanked all the friends for thanks all the fans for their continued support in these difficult times. Then Paul Heyman and Brock Lesnar popped up on the Titantron. Paul Heyman tried to get Ray to play a guessing game. He gave up, and basically the question was, what was Brock Lesnar doing on SmackDown? Beating up Dominic again. Both Ray and Kane bailed out of the ring, ran towards the back, and tried to tend to Dom, because we come back from commercial, and they were in the trainer's room. Dominic was on a trainer's cot while Kane and Mysterio were asking him, is everything okay? Brock Lesnar comes in, smacks Rey Mysterio with a trash can, smacks Cain Velasquez with the trash can, beats up on him, and the part that I laughed my ass off every time I saw it was Ray jumped on Brock's shoulders. Brock just kind of shifted his arm a bit and then F5'd him into a wall. Left a nice chunk in the wall. Just, why? That's Brock Lesnar's bread and butter. Why would you jump on his shoulders like that? At least just jump on him, get a nice sleeper going, to where he actually has to put in an honest effort just to get a hold of you. Yeah, that was SmackDown on FS1. It took a significant dip because it was on FS1. Anyway, we move on to 205 Live, where we it was the champion of the hour, Lio Rush's homecoming. As he took on Oney Lorcan to kick off the show. Fantastic match. Both these guys are amazing. Of course, the champ of the hour put away the Boston Brawler with the final hour. And Tony Nese came out there, basically welcomed him, congratulated him, and basically saying, pull up a chair, I'm going to show you how it's done. And then when I'm done with my opponent, I'm coming after that title. So next we had the aforementioned match as Tony Nese took on Raul Mendoza. Now, Tony Nese had a good bit of offense going. Towards the end, he was too busy jaw-jacking with Leo Rush instead of paying attention to Mendoza. Mendoza got a roll-up and put away the premier athlete. And in the main event, we had Isaiah Swerve Scott taking on Arya Davari. This was a great match. Of course, Arya Davari, I think he's underrated, especially in the 205 Live division. And Swerve Scott, we're all big fans of his work back when he was kill shot on Lucha Underground. So he's not doing anything wrong anytime soon. However, in the end, Swerve countered the hammerlock lariat with that wicked back kick that he does, that jumping back kick, and he put down the Persian Lion, Davari De Niro. So yeah, that was SmackDown to 205 for last week. Since I got a case of the lazies. Anyway, you know our usual spiel. Like, share, and subscribe. Come on, we could use more followers, more viewers, all that good stuff. But if you miss Rod's ugly face, but not his opinions, sorry, I had that phrased wrong. If you miss Rod's opinions, but not his ugly face, he has a podcast, Prime Talk with Rodimus Prime, on the CastBox app. Go check it out. As always, I'm War Machine MJ. You guys have been great. I'll see you guys next time.